Hello, everybody, and welcome back to this MSc Live. So this is the third episode on the Study with Liv series, and yeah, I'm really excited for you all to be watching it. Tonight I'm going to be talking about ways to stress less and revise better. Obviously, stress is such a major thing, especially when it comes to exams, because everybody gets so stressed out. So I'm going to be talking about that tonight. But yeah, before we get started with all that, how is everyone? How's everyone's weeks been? Is anyone really badly affected by the storm? I know the storm is really, really, really bad where I am. I'm next to kind of like a train line, and the trains usually are like running all the time. There's literally been like no trains, and it's a main line in and out of London, which is really bad because literally nobody can get anywhere. Yeah, I'm also going to be announcing the quiz from last week really, really soon. So if you are excited about that, do let me know. And yeah, there will be another quiz tonight. Tonight's quiz is physics. So if you do want to take part in that, then make sure to download the MC app. You can get that either on the App Store or on Google Play. But yeah, let me know how everyone is. I've actually been really ill this week. I was literally off college on Friday, which, if you know my college, like, you do not take a day off college. But I was so ill. I was ill yesterday. I've been in bed all day today, but it's fine. We're pushing through and drinking loads of coffee to give us some energy. But yeah, I will be announcing the quiz winner from last week very, very soon. An entire brick wall fell into the road near my house. Wow, that sounds bad. My final mocks start after this week. Oh, it's getting so close to GCSEs now, like so close. How are you surviving the storm? Just staying indoors, you know. There's literally bins flying around everywhere, like bricks are flying around. Like, it's so bad, so bad. So I think most people are here now. I am going to very shortly announce the quiz winner. I'm going to wait for a few more people to join this live first. Does your college run over the weekend? No. We do Monday to Friday, 8 till 6. We get Saturday and Sunday off, but I was also off on Friday as well, so I've been off Friday, Saturday, Sunday. A brick wall. We had a council bin full of absolutely terrified. We've had so many bins flying around here, so many bins. I saw a trampoline in the middle of the road today. Wow, that does sound bad. Let's have a look. How can I not get distracted when working? I don't know what to do. I will answer that question later on in the video when I am talking about like stressing less and revising more, because that kind of like comes into it. But yeah, tonight's quiz again is a physics quiz. It will be available on the MSc app from 8:30 until 9, and then at 9 I will be going through the questions and the answers. But yes, if you do want to be taking part in that, make sure you have got the MSc app, as you can win prizes, and yeah, it's a great time. Hopefully this live like works completely fine tonight, because as we know, storm affects like electricity and Wi-Fi, so yeah, hopefully this live stream runs smoothly. But I am going to be announcing the winner from last week now, which is very, very, very exciting. So last week's English GCSE quiz, 4 people got 7 out of 7, which is amazing. So those 4 people were global dot protection, Amar _Siegel. I really hope I'm pronouncing these names right. I'm really sorry if I'm not. Funny Goat 44 and Lana Smith. I think that's right. I don't know, but those are the 4 people that got 7 out of 7. But unfortunately, only one person can win a prize. So we've used a random number generator, and yes, one person will win a prize, and that person is Lana Smith. I think that's how you pronounce your name. I'm really sorry if it's not, but yes, that is the winner from last week. So please make sure to drop MSC a message on Instagram to claim your prize. And yeah, if you didn't win, don't worry about it. There will be another quiz at the end of tonight. And tonight's winner will again be announced on next week's live stream. So yeah. Okay. Yeah, tonight's quiz is physics. So get your physics heads on. Save your council bins, kids. Bristol is just another day, no storm here. Interesting. I know it's really bad up north as well. It is really bad literally everywhere. So yeah, make sure to, if you did win the quiz, Lana Smith, make sure to give MSC a DM and they will get your prize to you. Essex is bad. Yeah, like London area is really bad, like, and surrounding London. In Scotland it's bad. Up north it's bad as well, like Manchester, Liverpool way. But yeah, tonight I am going to be talking all things stress related and like how you can revise more, because I feel like stress plays a massive role on how much revision you get done and how much revision you don't get done. Like stress can literally make or break your exams. Stress can make or break your grades. Like it's a massive thing, massive thing. And obviously like mental health surrounding exams is a really big thing. I know I did a video on my channel over a year ago, it must have been like a year and a half ago, and it was like the mental health of a GCSE student, which I wrote for my English language GCSE. We had to write a speech and I wrote mine on that. But yeah, like it's such a big topic and I am going to be going into it in a bit more detail, and hopefully these tips and tricks will really help you out and will give you much more productive revision sessions and just, yeah, overall help you to get some better revision done, which will hopefully help you get better grades. So I'm going to be starting to talk about that very, very shortly. But yeah, anyone else got any updates on this storm? It's so bad. What's your favourite genre of music to study to? I literally used to listen to musical theatre music, but I used to get so distracted. So yeah, I think maybe listen to something that doesn't distract you, because it used to distract me. Let's have a look. White noise or library noise is the best, or else you'll get distracted. Yeah, I think different things work for different people. I do that. I end up singing in my mirror. Literally. Okay, so I am going to be starting to talk about like tips and tricks to help with reducing stress. And by reducing stress, you can really improve your productivity. So I have got loads of notes on my phone, which I've like written down. These are all things that I found helpful. Hopefully at least one of these things will like work for you. Maybe try some things out, might give you a few ideas. But yeah, I came back from seeing Wicked in London yesterday and the driver said we might go off road because of the storm. That is so bad. Wicked is such an amazing show. Absolutely love it. Okay, so I'm going to start off with talking about basically what I think is a really important thing to remember. So obviously my first episode on like MSc was how to make a revision timetable, and in that I talked about taking breaks and allowing time for yourself. Now the most important thing I think is to take regular breaks and schedule in fun things that you can look forward to. So like an intense exam timetable should allow study breaks and should allow you to do fun things. You can literally take like an hour out of your day to go and do something fun, whether that's going like to the cinema, or watching something on Netflix, or going out with your family for a meal, or going shopping, literally anything. But it's really important to take regular breaks, because it honestly helps with stress so much. Because if you can take time away from GCSEs and revision, you won't feel like it's taken over your life, and you feel like you actually have a life to get on with. So I think people get scared about taking study breaks and revision breaks because they feel like they should be revising 24/7. They feel like it's important to revise 24/7 because that's the only way you're going to get 8s or 9s. But I promise you, it isn't. Like, you cannot physically revise 24/7 because you will work yourself out. Like, I am the worst person for this. Like, I will literally work 24/7. Like, the reason I've probably been so ill Friday, yesterday, and today is because I do not stop. Like, I went back to EDA 5 weeks ago now. I'm on my 6th and final week before I have 2 weeks off. But for those 5 weeks, I have not stopped. I've been in college 8 till 6. I've been going to the gym from 7 till 8 before college, and then going to college, and then going to the gym after college as well. I've been working at the weekends, doing YouTube videos, doing events in London, performing at places, editing. Like, I am the worst person ever for, like, not listening to my own advice, because I know that I should take breaks and not be so intense. And even though I do take time for myself, because I really enjoy going to the gym and I really enjoy being so intense and full on, like, you need time to sleep and relax and just do nothing, because you will wear yourself out and you will get ill, and it just isn't good, you know. It isn't good. So the thing that you need to remember is to take regular breaks and schedule fun things into your timetable. So when you write out your timetable, schedule in breaks and schedule in fun things to do. So yeah, that is my first top tip. I'm going to be reading the comments, like, as I'm, like, I'll do a tip, read comments, do a tip, read comments, and see what you guys have to say about what I'm saying. Let's have a look. Go on, Olivia, preach. I get very passionate about these things, you know. Do you think I can revise and still get good grades if I take 3 coursework subjects? Yes, definitely. Like, it's just a coursework subject. Like, you can do anything if you put your mind to it. Question for Liv: should you aim for high grades, 9s, etc.? If you honestly believe you can achieve it, then yes, but don't put too much pressure on yourself, because you're not going to get a 9 in everything. Unless you're super clever, you're not going to get a 9 in everything. But I suppose everybody's different. Like, it literally just depends on you. Yes, right. My next tip. I think this is really important, and it's something that I always do anyway. And I don't know, I feel like a lot of people don't go outdoors and get enough exercise. So my next tip would be go outdoors and get some exercise. So, like, the most frustrating thing about exam season is it is in summer, and in summer it's usually sunny. I mean, it's England, sometimes it's not, but usually in May time it's really sunny, it's really nice, it's really bright outside, and you shouldn't be stuck in your room all day, because it really isn't good for you. So like I was saying in my exam revision timetable, go out for a walk or for a run and just keep healthy. Like, going for a run, or like going to the gym or going for a walk, like, produces, what's it called, endorphins, and endorphins make you happy. So, like, go to the gym, go for a walk, go for a run. Like, honestly, it will help you so much. And when you get back, I always found that when I went for a run and got back, my concentration was so much better, and I was so concentrated on getting good revision done and getting productive. I absolutely loved it. It's really good to just get some fresh air. It's good to boost your mood, and yeah, I used to love doing it. Some people don't really get a lot of exercise in, and I completely understand why. We've got such busy lives, and it's sometimes really hard, but honestly, like, it's so good for your mental health and clarity and your overall general well-being and health. So I would recommend just going for a walk, going for a run, or going to the gym. It just like de-stresses you so much. And obviously we know if we've got low stress levels, we'll have better productivity levels and we'll be able to revise more and it'll be great. So get some exercise and get outdoors. Let's have a look at the comments. But exercise, you get tired, and for me, I just have to relax or I get a headache and sleep. Yeah, definitely. Like, you still need to get like sleep and relax, but exercise really does help. So I would try it. But if it isn't for you, then it isn't for you. Like, everybody's different. It gets dark so early, I lose all motivation. Yes, but it is getting lighter. So hopefully that productivity you'll be able to find it because the nights are getting lighter. Let's have a look. Yeah. So I'm going to move on to the next top tip. So I always found that having a clean and clear environment honestly helped so much. So by that I mean, I was always told, if you've got a cluttered desk, then it's like a cluttered mind. And honestly, that was completely 100% true for me. If I had a clear desk, I was so much more likely to revise than if I had a cluttered desk and my revision was everywhere. If my revision was organised and my desk was clean and clear, I would sit down and revise. So my tip would be to just keep a clean and tidy environment, because it just makes all the difference. Maybe just try it. If you are used to having a really messy desk and you're always feel unmotivated and you're always feeling really stressed out, if my desk was ever messy, even now, if I have makeup all over my desk, it stresses me out. When I used to have revision all over my desk, it would stress me out. If I then would clear my desk before bed, and it'd look really nice and tidy, I'd be more likely to wake up in the morning and revise, because I've got that really nice clean and clear environment. And just try it. It used to decrease my stress levels so much because I wasn't surrounded by all this mess and clutter. I hated it, absolutely hated it. So my tip would literally just be to keep a clean and clear environment. Even now, if I have to have a clean and clear room, and that's not me needing cleanness all the time, but it just honestly helps you so much with your productivity if you're just surrounded in a clean space, a tidy space, all your stuff's organized. It's all about organization. I've got a video on my channel about organization. It's literally show my wardrobe and all my books lined up, all my files, and I just really liked organisation during GCSEs because it just kept my head so clear and focused, and I knew what I was doing. Yes. What's people saying about that? Clean and clear works. Yes, it definitely does. Yeah, a lot of people are agreeing with this one. I think it's such a good thing to remember. Best tip, believe in yourself, try your best, what else can you do? Literally, that is so true. Study the amount you think is right, because at the end of the day, it's your results and no one else's, but still try hard. Yes, you've literally said it. That is completely true. Tips for exam stress? Well, when you're stressed, take a minute to walk away and maybe get some food. Then after that, write down what is that's stressing you out and learn from it in a smaller size and slower. Yeah, that was literally what I was saying. Take some time, go out for a walk, go out for dinner with your friends, figure out what is stressing you out, because if you can figure out what is stressing you out, you can do something to change it. But if you can't figure out what is stressing you out, then you'll never be able to change it. Need to clean my desk place ASAP. Yeah. I think I need to tidy my room. It's a bit of a mess at the minute, you know. I mean, that's the same with me. If my room's messy, I'm less likely to get up in the morning and want to go to college. Do you know what I mean? It's that thing, when you were younger and you were going on a school trip, you'd get your clothes and you'd put them at the end of your bed, and then in the morning you'd jump out of bed and put your clothes on because your clothes were already there. And it's if you organize your morning, like in the night time. So say at night time you pack your bag, you get your clothes that you're wearing in the morning. It's something less you have to think about, so you're more likely to get up and do the things you need to do. Hi, I just want to say I came across one of your videos and OMG, it literally changed my life. I'm so much more organized. For example, I bought 11 boxes and folders, one for each subject. I feel so much more capable of revising clearly. Oh, that's so good. Yeah, I literally used to have one box and one folder for every subject. It helps so much. Alright, and let's have a look. So I've got a little kind of like a weird way to stress less. Like, you're gonna be like, Liv, what are you on about? But if you know me, you'll know I'm a singer, I'm a dancer, I do musical theatre. And I was actually doing some like research on ways to stress less over like GCSE period, and obviously because I make a lot of videos about it, I've always like thought it's really interesting to see what other people say about like not stressing as much and trying to like calm their life down. Do you know what I mean? Like, so I was just doing a bit of research, and one of the things actually said to stress less, just sing your heart out, literally just sing. And I thought that was really interesting because that's what I used to do, and I thought I was the only person that did it. But I'll read what I found. It said researchers have discovered that singing can soothe your tension and elevate your spirits. This reduces the effects of stress. When you sing, you release endorphins, which are associated with feelings of pleasure, and the more you sing, the more you increase endorphins and lower your levels of cortisol. So if you're trying to beat exam stress, sing your heart out when you're taking a break. And that really blew my mind because I literally used to do that all the time. Like, if I was ever stressed, I would literally just sing. Like, even if you can't sing, put a song on and belt your heart out because it's meant to help, you know? And it's a really fun way of getting that stress away. I used to put on so many musical theatre songs and just sing and sing and sing and sing. If you watch like my day in my life videos on YouTube or like my morning routines, like I'd get out the shower and sing. Like I'd literally put on Hamilton and sing. Like me and Liv used to do like Liv Squared MSE videos, and we literally used to sing because it's meant to reduce stress. So definitely try it. It's a weird one, but I thought, you know, I'd put it out there and see what you guys think about it. So let me know your thoughts on it because I think it's really interesting that there's like evidence to show that it can, like, it's got scientific evidence to show that it actually works. So I thought that was really interesting, and I thought I was the only person that did it, but looks like I'm not. Starts singing Someone Like You at 2 a.m. in the morning while revising. Literally, when I used to revise at like 2 o'clock in the morning. I tried singing in school, they started bullying me and it hasn't stopped. Oh, that's so mean. Let's have a look. Never mind, I find someone like you. I wish nothing but for the exams to be over. Please end the exams, I beg. That is funny. Literally a bit of Adele. But yeah, I thought that was a really random like way to get your stress out. But I also thought it was really, really good, and it's something I used to do all the time. So definitely try it. Like, why not? Sing a song. But yeah, before I forget to say, the quiz will go live in 6 minutes time, so make sure you are ready on the MSE app to do that quiz in 6 minutes time. The quiz will be live from 8:30 until 9 o'clock, and you can do it, see if you win. Hopefully you get 7 out of 7. Who knows? I'll be going through the questions and answers at 9. But yeah, and also MSC's latest video is about mind maps, and basically last week's video was about different like revision methods and like things to do and like what works best, and MC's new video is about mind maps and whether people love them or hate them, so make sure to go check that out. And yeah, leave a comment on the video. Do you love mind maps? Do you hate mind maps? Yeah, what's your opinion on them? So make sure to go check that out as well. Let's have a look. So yes, let's have a look. My next tip. So my next tip is to actually not always listen to what like your friends are saying. So say if your friends are like, oh, I revised for like 5 hours last night and I did so much work, like that is going to stress you out. So why surround yourself with people like that? Like, did they revise for 5 hours, or did they like listen to music, have a bit of a sing song, do like 2 pages of revision, and that revision actually didn't go into their head because they weren't really concentrating? You need to, like, when I went into school and I'd listen to people saying, oh, I did 5 hours of revision last night, I did 3 hours of revision last night, oh my gosh, I did 10 pages of revision last night, it would stress me out so much, like just fully stress me out. And I'd sit there thinking, oh, I literally edited a video last night and didn't revise. But you just have to remember, like, everybody's timetables are completely different, everybody's completely different, everybody's doing completely different things, and they literally could just be making it up to make themselves sound better and make them sound like they're doing loads of work when actually they're not. So just don't always listen to others, because it'll stress you out and you just don't need that stress in your life, you know. So just try to concentrate on yourself and don't worry about what other people are doing. Don't worry about what other people's exam timetables look like. Just worry about yourself and think about what works best for you. And also on that topic, avoid trying to stress people, because they'll just raise your stress levels as well. Like if you're, I'm so scared for exams, I'm so scared for exams, I need to do this, I need to do that, and they're constantly putting all this stress into your mind, that's going to make you even more stressed, because you're constantly surrounded in a negative environment, in a stressed environment. You don't need that stressed environment. You need to put out positivity, because positivity attracts positivity. Happiness attracts happiness. Like, put out positive vibes and you'll get positive vibes back. Like, we don't want to put out stress vibes, because even though we are stressed, we just need to pretend we're not stressed, because if we pretend we're not stressed, then we might not be as stressed. So yeah, let's have a look at these comments. I've never sung in front of my parents, weirdly enough, and I've put it off for so long that I'm so nervous in case they think I'm bad despite me taking lessons, etc. Any tips? Just sing in front of them. Like, they're your parents, they're gonna love you anyway. And yeah, or film like a video of yourself singing and then send it them so they can watch it, if that makes you feel better. Yeah, just go for it. Like, YOLO, you only live once. Do what you want, do what makes you happy, do what's good for you, you know. You've only got one life. Like, if you're not going to sing for them now, when are you going to sing for them? Do you know what I mean? Do you find set homework or revision that you set yourself easier? I feel like if I set myself revision, I'm more likely to do it. I didn't used to like getting homework in school because I wanted to do my own revision. I didn't really like getting homework because, like, I don't know, I just feel like if you set yourself your own revision, you know what you're doing, then as soon as you get homework, sometimes it can like impact what you wanted to do. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Why have I never thought of that? Thank you. You're very welcome. Yeah, just like film a video and send it them. I'm going to move on to another tip, and that tip is drink like a herbal tea, or you can even get like de-stress teas. I think they're like, you can get certain like herbal brands that do them. I used to drink a lot of tea. They say like caffeine isn't meant to be as good for you, and to avoid too much caffeine, but I still drink so much tea and drink so much coffee and used to drink so much tea and so much coffee. So like I always say, different things work differently for different people. So yeah, caffeine works for some people and doesn't work for others. It works for me, so I drink it. Or like try drinking a hot chocolate to calm yourself down. Like hot drinks, I love a good hot drink. The quiz should now be live. It is 8:30, so hopefully the quiz will be live, all going live soon. I'll have a look on my MC app, see if it's working. Yes, it is. So if you want to go onto the MSC app and complete the quiz, you can do that now. Yeah, I would definitely go and check it out, and hopefully you can get a 7 out of 7 and win yourself a nice little prize. But yes, hot drinks, like I found hot drinks to be so relaxing and really good when I was revising, so I'd literally be constantly drinking tea. I also think a really good tip is to try and be healthy, like fuel yourself with healthy foods. So I used to love snacking on things like carrots and hummus, or like cucumber and hummus, celery and hummus. I'd eat a lot of like chicken salads, eat a lot of like veg, spinach, fruits, like literally anything, strawberries, grapes, pineapple, mango. Just try and eat healthy, because if you eat healthy, you'll feel healthy and it'll make you feel more productive. Like it's just like, it's all like a mental thing, but honestly, like eating healthy makes you feel so much better. And just try it, like even if it's just for a week, because if you're eating so much like sugar all the time, you're just going to be having like sugar highs and then coming like down and then feeling really tired and sleepy. But if you're eating like healthy foods, then it will motivate you, and it'll also decrease your stress levels and just make you feel so much better. So definitely try it. 14 people are doing the quiz already, so who's gonna win this week? Who knows? Avocado and anything is my go-to. Oh my gosh, I ate so much avocado toast whilst doing GCSEs, like so much avocado toast. It was literally my go-to food. Best revision snack is definitely just the entire Lidl's bakery. Literally. But yeah, just try and eat healthy, see if it works for you. You can always try it for a bit, but so my next tip on like the healthy topic as well would just be sleep. You need sleep. Make sure you're getting a good amount of sleep. Like sleep is so important and can literally make or break again the way you're remembering things, your brain's like focus levels, like it literally impacts your life so much. So even if you end up in 2 hours of revision instead of 3 hours of revision, and because you've only done 2 hours of revision, you can get an extra hour of sleep, and that extra hour of sleep I personally think will benefit you so much more than that extra hour of revision, because sleep is so important, and even an extra hour can impact you so much. So make sure you're getting sleep. Again, it comes under being healthy. You need sleep. So just yeah, try and get some sleep. Make it a priority to get sleep, because I feel like sleep sometimes isn't prioritized. However, it is so important and is so underestimated in how important it is. But just remember, sleep is important, so make sure to get some. Yes, make sure you are doing the MSC quiz. You can get it from Google Play or the Apple Store. Download it, do the quiz. It will be up and running until 9. My next tip, this tip I think is really important, and something again people need to remember. I feel like all these tips are important, but it's to just keep things in perspective. Exams are important, but you are so much more than your results. I feel like this is said all the time around exams, like around results, say this is said, but I feel like it's not said before exams or this time of year. You are worth so much more than your results and your exams. So just keep things in perspective. Like So many people get so ill from working themselves so hard, literally revising 24/7. Like, it isn't good for you at all. You need to just be taking breaks. And like, I personally know people that have got all nines and they still manage to have a social life, to go out. And yeah, that might be because they're naturally clever, but you need to keep things in perspective. Like, sixes, sevens, eights, they're all amazing results. And you don't need to be thinking, if you're not getting all nines, you're not working hard enough, you're not doing enough work. Like, it's really hard to get top results. It is so hard, and doing constant revision again isn't going to get you top results. You need to work on your stress levels. You can't be stressed out all the time. You need to be getting enough sleep. You need to be eating healthy. Like, your body needs to be working properly. Your brain needs to be working properly. And for your brain to work properly, you need to fuel it with the correct foods. You need to be getting enough sleep for it to process things. You need to be keeping your stress levels down so you're not constantly thinking about all the things you're stressing about. So you need to just keep things in perspective. Exams are important, but you are more important than exams, and your health is more important than exams. So that is definitely something to just remember. Let's have a look. Oh, one person with 7 out of 7 so far. Yeah, we've got one person. Is anyone else going to get 7 out of 7? Who knows? We'll find out soon, won't we? My next tip is to be flexible. Again, I talked about this in my how to make a revision timetable. You need to be really flexible. Having a revision timetable, personally, I think is one of the best tools to make sure you're getting revision done and you're focusing. But don't be too hard on yourself if you can't stick to it. Like, say on a Saturday you've planned to start revision at 9. If you accidentally sleep in, don't write the day off and don't scrap the day and think, nah, I'm not going to revise today. If you'd planned to start revising at 9 and you wake up at, say, 10, try to start just revising at 11. Like, 2 hours of revision, 3 hours of revision is better than no revision. Half an hour of revision is better than no revision. So I used to do this all the time. If I was really tired on a Sunday and I didn't wake up in time, I'd sometimes think, oh, well, there's no point of revising because I've missed half of my revision schedule now. No, just carry on. Like, start from where you wake up. Like, a little bit of revision is better than none. And also with being flexible, I think I talked a bit about this in my revision timetable video myself, but like, things used to come up all the time. So I'd be in school and somebody would say, oh, there's a RE revision class on after school, do you want to stay? So I'd say yes. And say if I'd planned to start revising at 5, I wouldn't get home till about 5, and then I'd have to eat food. So I'd have to like write that hour of revision off. However, I've done the revision in school, so that didn't really matter. Or my mum would say to me, oh, do you want to go to Starbucks after school and we can just catch up? And I say, yeah. And I'd go to Starbucks with my mum and I wouldn't stress about missing an hour of revision. Like, as long as you're not doing it every single day, you can just be flexible and don't be too hard on yourself if you can't stick 100% to your exam timetable. Because I promise you, I didn't, and I promise you, nobody ever can, because life gets in the way sometimes, and it's important to not beat yourself up about it. So I think it's just really important to just be flexible, you know. You need to have a day off from revision as well. Yes, you do. That's also really important. Just have a day off, have a day for yourself. Any tips on English Lit? I have it this year. English Lit, I think it's really hard. My sister just had an English Lit mock. On Sunday, the 16th of Feb, I will be doing a whole live stream on the best ways to revise maths, English and science. That's actually next week. So next week I will be doing a live all about that and the best ways to revise maths, English Lit, English language and all the sciences. So for now, I'll give you the tip to just memorize as many quotes as you possibly can. But if you do want a more in detail answer, make sure to tune into next week's live stream and I will be answering all things like that. How did you choose your GCSE subjects, and if you could do it all over again, what would you choose? How did I choose them? I don't know. I didn't really have much of a choice. we had to choose either a language, history, or geography. I chose Spanish. I probably would have chose, if I could go back, I would have chose history. And then we could choose any other 2 subjects. So I decided to take music, obviously, because I really like singing, and I decided to take drama, obviously, because I like drama. I would have still taken drama, but I think I would have taken food tech instead of music. Obviously, I didn't end up dropping music, so I didn't actually do it as a GCSE. However, I think I would have taken food tech because I'm intolerant to quite a lot of foods, and I know quite a lot about food and nutrition because of that. Like, I know so much. I also cook a lot, so I know a lot about that as well. So I probably would have taken food tech because I would have found it really interesting, and I already know a lot about it. So I probably would have taken like food tech, history, and drama if I could go back. You have 20 more minutes to do the quiz. So another tip I have got is to write everything down you feel like you need to do, and try and just tick one thing off at a time. I used to do this all the time. I just used to write out like a list of things I needed to do, and then I just tick it off, and it just made me feel like I was getting things done. Just makes you feel a lot more productive. And yeah, it made me not stress as much because I could see that my list was getting shorter and shorter, so it's made me not stress as much. I get a lot of revision done, and it was great. Yeah, I just do that. Let's have a look. I think another tip, this is more for stress after an exam. However, I am going to talk about it now because I know a lot of people have had mocks and stuff, or are having mocks at the minute. But I think a lot of people get stressed after an exam, and I was one of those people that would come out of an exam and I would not remember one question from that exam. Like, I would literally not remember anything. Like, as soon as I did an exam, I would wipe it from my brain, because what is the point of stressing about an exam that you can't go back in, you can't change your answers, you can't go back in, you can't write something else instead. Like, you can literally do nothing. Like, you've done what you've done your best. There is absolutely nothing you can do about it. So what's the point in stressing? I just think if you've done an exam, come out of the exam, forget about it. Don't stress, because that stress can sometimes be even worse than the stress you had before an exam. Like, especially stress around results day. What's the point of stressing about results day? Can you change those results? No, you can't change them. Like, you can't reset your GCSE the day before results day because you think you've done bad. Like, it's not going to happen. You literally can't change anything at all. So what's the point in stressing? Like, it's out of your control. Don't stress about things that aren't in your control. And I think that's really important to remember, because the amount of people that used to stress after exams, and it literally stressed me out. And I'm like, why am I stressing out? Because everybody else around me was stressing out, and that stress was rubbing off onto me. So if you don't stress out, then hopefully your friends won't stress out, and you can all just be nice and calm and chill, and you'll have a better summer, and you can relax and just not think about GCSEs and the exams you've just done, because you've already had all that stress. You don't need extra stress. We now have 3 people with 7 out of 7, which is exciting. Yeah, don't stress about things that are out of your control. Like, I can't stress about things that are out of my control. Like, sometimes, what do I stress about? I don't know, like, if, like loads of things. Like, say if my YouTube video isn't uploading quick enough and I wanted to upload it for, say, like 6 p.m, I can't really stress about it not uploading in time, because like the Wi-Fi like quickness or whatever, like uploading speed is completely out of my control. Like, if I've got a ballet exam or a jazz exam in college, like afterwards it's completely out of my control. Like, whatever happened in the room happened in the room. Like, you leave it in the room, you walk out, it's happened. You need to just get over it and get on with your life. Otherwise you'll constantly be living in stress, and you don't want to be constantly stressed. It's not a fun time for anyone. Hey Harvey, how are you? How's college going? Hey Emily. I got 1 on the quiz. Do I get a prize for that? Literally, I would probably get 1 on the quiz as well because I don't think I'm very good at physics. I've never been good at physics. Never, ever, ever been good at physics. You have 15 minutes to complete the quiz. At least I didn't get 0. That is so true, you know. At least it wasn't 0. At least you got 1. Hi, I'm good. My college is actually not good. I'm done with it. Harvey, why? What's wrong with college? That GCSE physics paper came into use? Yeah, it did. I want to take either dance or sport, but I think I might get bullied for my weight if I do so. That's literally like so bad. Like if people are gonna bully you, like what? Like you need to be speaking to your teachers about that. Like that is horrible. And if you want to take dance or if you want to take sport, then take it. Literally take it. Like why does weight matter? Why does weight play a part in it? Like Katie, if you want to take dance or sport, then just do it. Do what makes you happy, because at the end of the day, when you're getting those 8s and 9s, then you'll be like, I proved you wrong. Like, I can do it. Like, literally just do it. And if you do feel like you're being bullied in school, talk to a teacher about it, because that isn't on at all. Harvey, when I tell you I've had 2 makeup lessons so far while being here, when they told me they did it a lot when I was applying, they lied. What do you do then? What lessons do you do in college? I'm literally hoping the storm causes havoc, so I possibly get the day off college tomorrow. What a mood, literally, but I don't think we would never get a day off college, literally. Yeah, these are all, I think that's like all my tips. Like I've said them all now. I'm going to quickly run through them all. So my first one was like take regular breaks. And schedule fun things into our revision timetable to look forward to. Get exercise, go outdoors, sing, literally, because apparently singing releases endorphins and is good for you. Let's have a look. Like don't always listen to others. Like if other people are saying they've done loads of revision, don't let that stress you out, because at the end of the day they might not have done, and your revision timetable is different to theirs, so why stress about it? Get a nice hot drink, be healthy, get some sleep, keep things in perspective. Like exams are important, but you're more important than exams. Avoid other people's stress, and don't let that rub off onto you. Try not to stress after exam. Just forget about it, leave it in the room. Be flexible. Like if something comes up, don't stress about it. Things come up, life comes up, like things happen. Write down a list of things you need to do, tick it off when you've done it. A few things that I didn't mention were get into some good habits. So like it's proven that you can only properly concentrate for between 30 and 45 minutes. I was always told that, like it's in fact, like Google it, like so that's why people use things like the Pomodoro technique, and that's basically where you revise for say 30 minutes and take a 15-minute break. You could sit at your desk, or you could go for a walk, or I usually used to make a cup of tea, or check my Instagram or YouTube or whatever. But get into habits. Like habits are so important. Like I have a habit to stretch every day, and now I literally just stretch every day because it's a habit of mine. But get into like a revision habit. So say you revise for 30 minutes and take a 15-minute break, or you revise for an hour and then take a 15-minute break. Like just get into some good habits. What else? Get a shower or a bath to relieve some stress. Yeah, that's about all my tips and tricks. If you have any of your own like tips that you would like to share, do leave them in the comments, and help some other people out, or let me know what your favorite thing is that I've mentioned tonight. Let me know if there's anything that you've learnt. Leave me a comment. But yeah, let me know what either your favorite thing that I've said is, whether you've learned something or if you've got any of your own things that you like to do to relieve stress and to be able to revise more. Right, let's have a look at these comments. At least the song gives us an excuse to be lazy. Yes, literally. Would you advise revising with friends or by yourself? 1 second. Yeah, would you revising with friends, or does that make it worse? So personally, I'd sometimes revise with friends, and then sometimes I wouldn't. So say if I'd revise with friends, I would revise. So I used to revise RE with friends, and when revising RE, we'd put like a question, like a 15-mark question, I think it was. We'd put out a 15-mark question and we'd say, right, what are some good for and against arguments for this? And we'd all talk about it, and it was a really good way of revision. However, say if I was revising maths, I'd really like to do it alone, and most of my revision I did prefer to do it alone. But when it came to like essay writing, I think it's good to hear other people's points of views, like might inspire your own thoughts, but I think it just, again, it's what works best for you. Like sometimes I did, but sometimes I didn't. You have 9 minutes to complete the quiz. Let's look. Random, but what's your favourite food? I literally don't know. I literally don't know. I love fruit. Like I love like strawberries and pineapple and mango. I love Nando's. Gotta love some good chicken from Nando's. I love like tea and toast and like tea and bagels. I love bagels. I'm gluten intolerant though, so I had to have like gluten-free toast and gluten-free bagels, which they're just not as good, but you know what, like at least I can still eat them. What else? I don't know, it depends what kind of mood I'm in. Someone's trampoline ended up on the house's roof. Wow, that's so bad, literally. I'm dyslexic and my teachers are making me do a reading after school club because of it. My school thought I was dyslexic too, and I like definitely am. I got extra time in my exams, which I don't think I ever talked about on YouTube, but we're going to talk about it. I got extra time in my exams. I got 25% extra time because they thought I was dyslexic. So it was either that or I had pink paper. So like even in college now, say if I get given a script or a piece of music, I'll get given it on pink paper. But like, at least they're helping you. Like, it's not something to be ashamed of. Like, it doesn't impact you. Like, it impacts you, but like there's ways to get around it. Like, it's not the end of the world, and you can still get good GCSEs if you're dyslexic. Like, I know so many people that are dyslexic. It's such a common thing. Had Nando's for the first time yesterday. I love Nando's, but it's so expensive. Like, when you're a student, you just can't be going to Nando's. Like, all my money goes to rent. Like, I spend all my money on rent or Ubers or trains. That's literally it. And I only get an Uber if I really, really have to. I do try and walk everywhere. Like, it's like an hour walk to college, an hour walk to the gym, because my gym's next to my college. It's like a half an hour walk to the town, nearest shops. But I do try and walk everywhere. Like, I try and, so I literally end up walking like 2-3 hours a day because like everything is so far away. But yeah, money's just not great when you're a student, you know. Let's have a look. You have 6 minutes left to do the quiz. My meal was legit less than £10. That's really good. I think Nando's must be more expensive than where I am, because my Nando's is literally like £10, £11 for a meal. It's so expensive. I have my parents' evening on Tuesday, and I love the way I've dropped 2 grades in what's meant to be my strongest subject because I flopped on my end of topic test. Do you know what? That literally doesn't matter because you could end up just getting, like, it could have just been a bad test, you know? Everybody has bad days. It doesn't necessarily mean you dropped 2 grades. You could have just dropped 2 grades on that specific test because you were having an off day. Do you know what I mean? Like, don't stress about it. Also, before I forget to say, if you haven't given this live a thumbs up, make sure to give it a thumbs up now if you have enjoyed it and have learned something, and also subscribe to MSC if you're not subscribed already. Let's have a look. Wow, I can literally hear this storm outside. It's so bad. But you know what? At least the Wi-Fi is working, you know? Like, at least we've got that. Let's have a look. I hated science because I hated the practicals and the marks left on your face from the safety goggles, literally. We did practicals all the time. I'm in year 10 doing 5 GCSEs early this year. Any suggestions to cope? Wow, that is so good, I think, to be doing 5 GCSEs in year 10 because you've got then literally half the stress in year 11. Count yourself lucky. Like, not many people get that opportunity. But yeah, I understand why it can be so stressful. I think just follow the things that I've been saying tonight. Like, follow those tips and tricks and hopefully they'll help you not stress as much. Yeah, which subjects are you doing early? I was meant to do English Lit early, but then my school never ended up doing it early because I think they didn't teach us enough content in time or something. I don't know, so we didn't get to do it early. Oh, and in maths, RS, CS, drama, and French. Ooh, that's really good. If you do maths early, you can do further maths in year 11, which will be good. And good luck. Yeah, I'm sure you'll do amazing. 3 minutes left to complete the quiz. 3 minutes left, and then I will be going through like the questions and answers. Katie, best self-care things. Like I said before, eat healthy, go to the gym, go for a run, go for a walk. Don't surround yourself with negative and stressful people. Try and keep a very happy, positive vibe, which I know is easier said than done, but it's just really important to just surround yourself with like happy people and people that like have the same mindset as you. But yeah, just like try and keep healthy, like do things you like to do. Don't let GCSEs take over your life, even though they do. I'm doing 13 GCSEs in total, so it's very stressful. Yes, I can imagine. Like how the news that the storm is a major incident. Yeah. There's literally so many things on the news about the storm. You have 2 minutes left to do the quiz. So many trains have been interrupted by the storm as well. Like, quite a lot of people from my college, obviously, because we all live away from home. I haven't been home in literally like 6 weeks, which is mad. Like, I haven't seen my parents for 6 weeks or my family, but a lot of people do travel home at the weekend, and so many people are stuck and can't get back because of the storm. Like, it's so bad. Let's look. This theme is Secret Garden. Ooh, for the summer party, like summer ball. Ooh, that's well cool. 1 minute left. You have 1 minute left to complete the quiz. Nobody can get to Scotland by train now. Yeah, nobody can get anywhere by train. It's so bad. There's literally the odd few trains on, and if they are on, they're busy and crammed, and it's just not great, you know? Right, 1 minute left. 1 minute left. Oh, Emily's got to go. Goodbye. Have a good night. How many people got 7 out of 7 on the quiz? I don't know. 1, 2, 3? Let me know if you got 7 out of 7. Maybe you will be can't even speak English tonight, and maybe you will be in with the chance of winning a prize. Oh, and it is 9 o'clock. That means the quiz has ended and you can no longer take it, which means I get to go through the questions and answers. So are you ready for me to... Oh, 4 people with 7 out of 7. Exciting. Same as last week. So I'm about to go through the questions and answers. So the first question was, which of these is an example of a longitudinal... I can literally not speak tonight, oh my gosh. Which of these is an example of a longitudinal wave? I'm literally so bad at like reading. Yeah, let me know. Comment what you think, or comment what you put. What do you think the answer was? What did you put as the answer? Did you get it right? Did you not get it right? Yeah, Love Island's on now. I bet a lot of people are going watching Love Island, but 52% of people got question 1 right. Well, I think this is important. Was it an ultrasound wave? No, ultrasound, microwave, radio wave, or Mexican wave? Mexican wave. That isn't the answer, by the way. I was just doing a little Mexican wave dance. And 52%, that's actually quite low, isn't it? People, you need to learn about waves. The correct answer was ultrasound. So hopefully you got that right. And if you didn't, now you know. Okay, question 2. Question 2. Which equation correctly describes the resultant force acting on an object? I literally can't remember this. I think I've got an idea. I wonder how many people got this one right. That's quite a hard question. You need to know these equations, so it's really important. Like, learn your equations. Lots of low scores tonight. People need to like work on their physics. Physics is hard, you know. 64% of success rate on this one. The second best answered question tonight. Ooh. Yes, you have got that right. The correct option was F equals MA. So, yes, that was the correct answer. If you didn't get that right, now you know the answer. So make sure you get it right next time. Question 3. What is the correct unit of measurement for electric current? This is actually a really common question. I remember this coming up so many times, so make sure you know it. What is the correct unit of measurement for electric current? Was this the best answered one? If I was to guess, I would say this would be the best answered one because I feel like it's quite a easy question. Yeah, share your answers with us. Let me know. Oh, I can see people getting it right in the comments. I feel like people don't want to comment the answer because nobody actually knows the answers and people are scared to get it wrong. But, you know, have a guess. Like, literally doesn't matter. If you get it wrong, get it wrong. And the correct answer was amps. Yes. Correct. What was that? 1, 2, 3. Question 4. Which term refers to the scattering of light by a rough surface? So which term refers to the scattering of light by a rough surface? Oh, these are all really hard questions, but I know for a fact they come up in exams really like so often. So it's really important that you know the answers, or if you don't know the answers, that you're learning things tonight. Oh, the toughest of the night. And the answer was diffuse reflection. Yes, I feel like people are just not knowing the physics tonight. Come on, guys, get it together. So the answer was diffuse reflection. Question 5. Question 5. Which type of nuclear radiation has the highest ionizing power? Which type of nuclear radiation has the highest ionizing power? Again, a very, very common question on a physics paper. So make sure you're getting your act together and know these answers. Only 40% of people got this one right. Or the last one right. Come on, guys. You need to be getting your questions together, getting your answers together. And the answer for that one was alpha. So alpha has the highest ionizing power. Question 6. What is the energy efficiency of a light bulb that gives out 15 joules of light radiation for an electrical transfer of 200 joules? I think the J is joules. I'm pretty sure I remember my physics that much. So yeah, 30%, 15%, 7.5%, 1.5%. So you need to be knowing these equations. You need to be knowing these answers. So on the last question, there was a 48% success rate. Come on, guys, what are you all doing? Like, I think we need to be trying to aim to be getting like an 80% success rate. But I mean, it makes it easier for people to be the only ones with 7 out of 7, and then they can win themselves a nice little prize. Question 6 was a fun calculation, and 57% of people got this one right. And the answer was 7.5%. So well done if you got that one right. And last but not least, the final question, question 7. The amount of energy needed to raise the temperature of 1 kilogram of substance by 1 degree Celsius is better known by what term? Again, such a basic physics question that you need to know. Like, it's so important that you know this. I hope people were getting this one right. I really hope that people were getting this one right, because you need to know it. Yes, specific heat capacity. The last question was the best of the night, 67% success rate. Yes, the answer was specific heat capacity. Wow. So you all need to work on your physics. You need to know like those questions and those answers, because honestly, from taking so many different physics papers and GCSE physics papers, those questions come up all the time, and it's so important to just know them. Like, just know them. It's really important, and it'll put you in a good advantage. Like, people that aren't watching these lives aren't going to know these questions and answers, but you will, so make sure to revise them if you got them wrong. But yes, well done, and thank you so much for tuning into this live. I will be live next week with a brand new live stream, and next week I will be talking about the best ways to revise maths, English and science, which will be a really fun live and a really informative live. Do remember to give this video a big thumbs up if you have enjoyed it, and if you haven't already given it a like, then give it a like, you know. But yeah, I do hope you've enjoyed this live. I hope you've learned something from it. I hope it's been informative. I hope you now feel like you can cope with stress a bit better, because stress impacts revision so much. Like, you can get so much more revision done if you're not as stressed. But yeah, I will be back next week with a new live at 8 p.m. and again, there will be another quiz. So make sure you're coming back for the quiz as well. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this live, and I hope you all have an amazing week. Bye.